to me like.
Hey guys. Yep. So I hope everyone's doing well. Tomorrow's the big day. And I'm freaking out. And I'm not going to lie. I'm totally flipping the fuck out all day. I almost canceled after having a fight with my oncology office. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not even going to do this anymore. So yeah, but I do have to get off by 9:45 because me and Sage have to practice the cold cap. Because obviously I didn't cancel. But what happened was there I was just hanging out on YouTube, checking out different stuff. And I came across this video. And I'm like, it was only from 2 weeks ago. Never heard of the creator before. He's got about 12,000 subs. And I'm like, what is this? I haven't heard about Watts in a long time. So I decided to put it on. And I was like, you know what? I need to show this because for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, I mean, it's a well done video, but I'm not sure if I'm buying the shit. So, one of the things that I didn't watch the whole thing because I knew I was going to watch it with you guys. I got about halfway through it. It's 35 minutes. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, are they trying to say that maybe the house was haunted prior? And for anybody that is into not black magic, but magic or the occult or spirits, I got a question. Why is it that spirits never come out in their own voice? Like, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but the stuff they were playing, which some of it you guys have heard before, some of it I guarantee you haven't. And I'm like, okay, that's not a little girl, so I don't believe that's her. And then it got me thinking, is it possible that something possessed Chris? I know it sounds crazy, but it's something I was really thinking about. And I'm not sure if the creator of the video was trying to make that the thought that everyone has. So I just thought it was really interesting. And by the way, do not let me forget to check dinner in about 10 minutes because I know I smell it, but I know I'm going to forget. What's up, Alyssa? Also, I want to tell you guys, I got the strangest fucking letter in the mail today. It's like an 8-page letter that was weird. And I'll read it to you guys. It was creepy. Not creepy like in a weird way, but like I felt like I was reading a letter from 1985, not from 2024. So before we get into Watts, let me go get the letter and check dinner. Hold on. Hey, dinner not ready yet, but it smells yummy. All right. So check out this letter that I got, okay? And tell me what year you think we're in that I got this letter, okay? I'm not going to read the whole thing. The front page says it all. It was the most, dear Perplexed. It was the most terrifying experience I've ever had. I had just given a speech when agitators stormed the room. A man wearing a woman's dress punched me twice. Then I spent 3 hours barricading the classroom while leftist college students just outside the door yelled the most obscene things at me, including fucking transphobic bitch. All because I said things like men are men and men are not women. There are only two sexes. Men have no business being in women's locker rooms and playing on women's sports. Not too long ago, those truths would have been self-evident. Of course, they're still obvious to you and me. But today, saying such truths is enough to get you canceled, fired, and now even physically attacked. Perplexed, you may have seen me in the news. I'm Riley Gaines, a recent college athlete who spoke up because a man named Leah Thomas declared himself a woman and stole top spots from me and my fellow female athletes. I write to you because I know you're rational. And more than that, you're an American who believes in conservative principles. I don't know where you got that from. You love our country and you understand that conservative principles have guided America. And it goes on and on. Yes, this is from Riley Gaines, Protecting Women's Sports, Fighting Radical Ideology. 8 fucking pages. Okay, but it goes on. Hold on. There's a part that I like highlighted. Yeah, it was mailed to me in the mail. Leftists today not only challenge those basic truths, they also want to blow up the very foundation of our country and construct something totally different. They're radically changing the answer to the question, what is a woman? To the point that if you say a man cannot be a woman, you'll pay for it dearly. This issue is at the very core of what it means to be an American. If you and I do not have a right to free speech and the ability to speak basic common sense truths, then we have lost our country. Please give me a few minutes of your time to tell you how we can work together to stop the woke left from destroying America and to make sure the principles we believe in will prevail for generations to come. This goes on for 8 pages about how the woke America is the worst people in the world. Nobody should. There's one part that I thought was like, whoa. Yeah, I got this in the mail. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, they're recruiting student leaders about it. That's what it's for. They want money for like student leaders. It was something about trans. Where is it? Oh, someone has to show them the light for them to change. You and I can't leave the future of our country in the hands of radicals who cause the many to cower. That leads to tyranny. And that's why you and I must stand up in the face of leftists and those who think they're woke before it's too late. It's fucking crazy. I felt like we are like in 1985. And it, like I said, it goes on for pages. And I don't even know why I opened it. Normally, I just throw this shit out. But I decided to open it because she was a pretty blonde on the front cover. Hey, Casey. So I was like, all right, let me see what it's about. And I start reading and I'm like, wow, this is like the ignorance of America. But I do agree with men shouldn't be in sport and women's sports. That I do agree with. And vice versa. I personally don't think females should be on the front lines. But that's me. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. Leftist professors are not fair and balanced. They have an agenda, often openly pushing transgender ideology, critical race theory, Marxism, and other dangerous and delusional ideas. Wow. Yeah, it does. She's recruiting money for a some group called the Leadership Institute. And you could donate by checking, yes, I'm appalled by the left despicable behavior. The way howling mobs attacked you makes me sick. They are pushing 1985. Okay? My opinion. So I just had to share that. So let's get into this Watts. Hey, Johnny. What they're pushing is insane. What they're pushing brings us back to like 1985. Yeah, this wasn't a text. This was like this was like a letter in the mail wanting money. Yeah, I'll send money to you. What's your name again? Riley? I will send money to you, Riley, to teach you how to not be so fucking ignorant. That's what I'll do. Just because you're trans or gay doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. All right. Now let's get into this video. If you've seen the video, let me know. I mean, it's got 112,000 views, so a lot of people have seen it. But I haven't heard anybody talking about it. And it's from 2 weeks ago. So here we go. Well, in all fairness, Crystal, I've been there and back already. I mean, me and Critical K made it in the Netflix show, the Netflix documentary. So
welcome back. Please like and subscribe as we take another look at the home that was once the Watts residence. So we know it's the Miller residence today. The house looks different. I'm sure it's a very happy home to the new owners, but we can't deny what took place inside those walls. The house holds the dark remnants of a crime that shook the nation. So I had to revisit this. The reported woman with dark hair seen entering the home but never leaving the home. Unexplained voices and inexplicable apparitions. The horrifying events left an indelible mark on this once familiar place. The crime changed the small town of Frederick forever.
okay, I do have to stop it for fair use. But Johnny, do you know this creator? Like, I've never even heard of them, but they did an amazing job on this video. I mean, honestly, he did a great job. I'll drop his link and everything when it's done.
It was said that one of the Frederick police officers who searched the home said the energy was palpable inside the home, and those who ventured into the master bedroom had an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair.
Smells like. Smells like. Smells like.
Okay, now I remember this from the very beginning. I don't see anything. I'm looking on a 49-inch monitor. I don't see a thing. And I know this has been talked about multiple times, but every single time I'm like, okay, I see nothing. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at here, but I don't see anything.
Cleaning.
Now, that's my other question. Since when do body cams pick up EVPs and police radios? And if they can, don't we think that we would have heard a lot more?
Mom,
Ah,
you have like $20?
no?
You don't, like, at all?
No, I don't have cash. Why? Where are you?
Because me and Drake were about to go to Wingstop with everybody.
Oh, you weren't here.
No.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought you fell asleep.
No.
Huh.
I've been at the church thing.
Oh, that's right. How was it?
It was good.
Yeah. Did you meet any nice Catholic girls?
No.
Nice Christian girls? No, I don't have any cash.
Like, at all?
What?
Like, there's, like, at all?
Oh, grab me my purse. I swear I thought my kid was here. What a horrible
Because
mom.
we were just going to go to Wingstop, like, everybody. Or at least me and Drake.
What?
Me and Drake and, like, I think a couple of people are going to go to Wingstop.
No, I don't have any cash.
Do you have, like, anything I can use?
Trust you with a credit card? What are you, crazy?
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't trust you with a credit card.
Why? That's rude.
What?
That's rude.
That's it. Do not lose that.
I
I
won't.
need that.
So, like, I just, like, how does this work? I don't need a pen or anything, right?
Okay. Ask Drake to lend it to
I
you.
know what to do. I know what to do.
No, you don't.
No, I swear I do. I did it for Dad. What?
Come on. Give him money. No. Go ask Drake if he can lend it to you. I'll give it to him tomorrow.
You have to wait a second.
Ah. All right. Like, okay, why would a ghost say Bella? It makes no sense. Why would there be a
He
male?
really can't. 'Cause he doesn't have a card on him, and all like most of his money he has on him is going to his parking pass for school. I promise you, I'm responsible enough. I promise.
If you spend more than 20, I'm taking 100 from you.
What?
Yes.
I wasn't gonna spend 120 anyway.
Don't lose that. I'm taking all your money.
I'm not.
All right. Now tell me though, why would a ghost say Bella? A male voice. There wasn't a male that passed away. Why? I don't get it. Now this fucked me up. This was pretty wild though. It really was. This was wild. But here's my question. That doesn't look like Shannan, Bella, or Cece. So who is that? If that really is a ghost, who is it? That ghost looks like it's wearing a jacket. But it is kind of freaky that it was there, disappeared, it was there again. But to me, that looks like a coat, not a ghost. So that's why I'm like, I got to get other people's opinion. No, because I know my son. He'll lose my card. He'll whatever. Like, you don't know Dayton. That's why I said I'll take all his money. It's a guy. That's what I'm saying. But it is kind of weird how it was there and gone. Like, that to me sounds like the dog handler's voice in a weird kind of way.
I do believe in the paranormal, as I've experienced paranormal activities. I did do some camera work for a group of ghost hunters in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. One of our shoots took place at an old haunted building in the Walker's Point district. We stayed the night at a cigar bar called Shaker's, which was once...
Yeah, let me also point out too, yes, it did look like a boy, and it wasn't a cop like walking down the steps because they were too short. That was definitely the head at like the top of the steps, like the height of a child. So I also wanted to point that out.
It's a place Jeffrey Dahmer would frequent. Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite hangout, formerly known as Club 219, is literally right up the street. Shaker's has a crazy unique history and a hotspot for ghost hunters. I bring this up because for a long time I was skeptical about a lot of reports of any paranormal phenomena that took place. But when a person experiences it firsthand, it changes you. Walking into a cold spot, the feeling of something, a presence, you can feel and you know it's there, but you can't see it. Souls can get confused in transition and stick around for a while before realizing what has happened. Crossing over probably isn't the easiest thing when we know most of our loved ones are staying. Shannan Watts was heartbroken, pregnant, and fighting for her family when she passed away. So when this animal decided to take her from this world, her concern and love for her babies are probably what kept her from crossing over right away.
Now, again, what is he looking at? Like, is it this that he's trying to point out? This black circle? I don't know why you guys can't see my pointer. But there's like a black mass. I don't know if that's what they're pointing out. But to me, that just looks like a shadow, just like the other ones look like a shadow. Another thing, they're pointing at a shadow that could be anything. I mean, that could totally be the cop on the other side at a different angle, or just the shadow of him. Like, to me, that's not proof that there's a ghost.
I think wife's office, her shoes were in this back room to the right, the second one to the right.
That doesn't necessarily mean it could mean a high intense fight. So it could mean several things because the body chemistry changes.
Sure.
All that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, Chris isn't dead. So why would a ghost be saying Chris in a messy room? To me, it just doesn't make sense.
A lot of these are motion activated. These are the shoes that she took the scent off of.
Okay. That's you. There's plenty of first things that feel.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Things that feel.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world is that? Wow.
Why would NK's not dead? So why would her giggle matter? Is she hiding in the house somewhere?
Go in there and step on that little blue thing and see if that's where that is.
Now this I thought, notice the canine officer wants no part in going all the way into the closet. Well, maybe because he couldn't get in the closet. And I'll show you guys that in a minute.
Yeah, it sounded like a kid toy.
It sort of sounds like it.
Something. There was I heard it.
That one, did you hear it? That one, did you hear it? That one, did you hear it?
I did.
Sounded like a kid giggling or something, didn't it? Or a kid.
It did.
Where did that come from? Because all he did was go straight in there.
A few years ago, at a different shoot, I was asked to meet the crew at a haunted gentleman's club, also in Milwaukee. This place is called the Encore, and it is surrounded by cemeteries. I had a bad feeling about this location from the jump. As they were doing their investigation, I got an overwhelming feeling of anxiety, and my body felt very heavy, as if it were hard to pick up my leg to take a step forward. It was the strangest feeling.
Johnny, have you watched him before? Like, why does he wear this creepy ass makeup? The only thing I could figure out is how these are related is he was just showing his paranormal experience.
I had to grab a different charger from my vehicle, and while I was outside, all of a sudden I knew something was watching me from one of the graves in the cemetery. I hurried up and grabbed my charger. We finished up our investigation, but I brought something back with me this time, a bad spirit or energy. It was awful, and strange things began to happen. My car alarm would go off at all hours of the night for no reason, every night.
And meanwhile, Denise, the watch channels all do phenomenal.
Sometimes I heard it, and sometimes I got letters on my windshield from angry neighbors. I felt miserable, angry, agitated. It took me a few days to realize what I suspected was happening, so I smudged all my camera equipment, my home, my car, and everything in it. The canine officer reminded me of this incident. Maybe I stepped into a room I shouldn't have that night. This experience has happened more than once over the years, which is one of the reasons I stopped messing with that.
But we're making note of that.
I heard it. I definitely heard the same thing you did.
Yeah, and then he just sort of.
See, the canine's not refusing to go in. There's no room for him to go in. It's all like blocked out. But the trainer was holding him away from the room. So I disagree with him here that the canine, didn't want to go in. I don't believe that.
Was she on anything on it? She was pregnant. I was going to say, do you know about drug use in the house or pot?
Not that we know of.
Pretty. Definitely scent coming out of there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's turn that fan.
See, that right there doesn't sound real to me. It just doesn't.
Is this bed that's used? Or
We don't know. It's the only bed in the house that's unmade.
just kind of had a little bit of. Is this where Janie's dog had interest too?
Very good. The opposite side, so bed area, and we have.
No, but this is when they were still looking for Shannan and the girls. At this point, when the cops were in the house, they didn't know what they were looking for. No, this is the real audio. I mean, the real video.
Actually shut off the furnace just to eliminate that, but it was from the other direction, right where those coolers were.
Okay.
So a lot of just refocus. So, yeah, there was just revisiting right here. And the only thing, and there's a bag of rope and some tie downs and a whole bunch of paint cans.
Yeah. So I'm pretty confident it would not be a body or parts. It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
See, but Lindsay, that's actually part of the reason why I would never believed in EVPs and think they're total shit, because you hear what you want to hear. Somebody is pointing out and then you hear it because that's what they're pointing out. But if he hadn't have written that, nobody would catch it. So in my opinion, he's trying to say that this was here and nobody caught it. He's the first one to catch it. That's what I think.
Yes, very organized, very clean.
Like, I just wanted her out of my house. So that tells me that the creator of the video is trying to say that the house was haunted prior to Chris Watts, and that it wasn't Shannan and Bella and Cece, that there were people in the house prior. I'm sorry, not people, ghosts.
I mean, there's not even dust in the basement.
Did she do the garage?
She has not done the garage. Okay. Garage should be this way.
You can do the garage in the east outside.
Okay, but just remember, just because you have a house built doesn't mean the house wasn't built over someone's body. A house can still be haunted even if it's a brand new house. Could be the dirt where they got the dirt from, the landfill where they got the dirt from, could be someone's body. And the spirit went with the dirt. Like, you just don't know. Like, why would a ghost say that's toxic? That right there made me think this whole thing was full of shit. A ghost wouldn't say that's toxic.
So we figure the house is clear at this point.
Now, this I remember. Yeah, it's a new age ghost, but this I remember. But I disagree with his narrative on it. Welcome back, Jonesin. But I disagree with his narration on it.
He was able to show me video from his Xfinity home security system on his phone. He showed me that a female walked up to the house at about 0900 hours and was seen walking up to the front door. There is no video of the female leaving the area, and shortly after there is a black SUV that is seen passing the house slowly. Nate was able to show me 3 different videos showing the black SUV going slow by the house shortly after the female was seen walking up to the front door. I did not see anyone leave the vehicle and approach the house, and I did not see anyone come from the house and get into the vehicle.
Now, let me just state too, everybody knows that nobody is in this house. Chris Watts is in jail. Nobody has a key. It is considered a crime scene, and nobody is allowed to trespass on there. These cops are old. They're very out of shape. And I don't think they get much action where they're at. And I'm saying that because of the narration that he puts on it.
Frederick Police Department, anybody in the house? Frederick Police Department, anybody in the house, make yourself known. Frederick Police Department, anybody in the house? Can you pull that staircase? Something got open, closet over there.
Okay. I got you wrong. Okay.
Roll the head together.
Okay. Coming out.
Pushing up to you first.
Copy.
Wilson, come into your hallway. Copy. You still got that bathroom?
Yep.
I'm gonna pass by.
That's my.
Copy. Open a connecting door. All right, connecting door. Closet, I'm coming behind it. Clear, I'm coming out.
Okay. Did you guys get this closet?
Nope.
Ready?
That's the basement, I think. Let's clear the garage.
Okay. So he's saying that police are visibly uncomfortable roaming about the home and do not want to be there. Okay, let's remember, nobody's supposed to be there. These cops have no idea if an arsenal of guns is going to come at them. They got to call there's someone in the house. Nobody's answering. They don't know what to expect. I'm sure they are scared. Anyone would be. Even though they have guns, they could get jacked from behind. So I don't think that they thought it was a ghost and that's why they were uncomfortable. They were uncomfortable because they didn't know at any time. That's a big house. They did not know if they were going to get a firing squad at them at any given moment because they couldn't hear anything. Nobody would say a word. So that's where I disagree with him on this. I don't think it had anything to do with ghost, but cops are human and they didn't know what was coming at them.
Come see where we're at, we'll come out to the garage. Frederick Police Department, anybody in the garage? Frederick Police.
Thank you, Denise. Ambushed. I couldn't think of the right word.
Department, make yourself known. Coming back in?
Coming out, please.
There's no way to get in like from the top or anything?
Don't see any access. No access points.
Is it sealed off from the top on that side? Yeah. Never mind.
Computers. Come back in.
Coming out.
Now, garage lights are off. Cookie coming back towards you. Copy.
Look for now.
Okay, I'll pull the door. Once you guys are ready.
You want to make an announcement?
Frederick Police Department, anybody in the basement? Frederick Police Department, make yourself known! Frederick Police Department, anybody out here? Frederick Police Department, anybody out here?
Okay, the reason why I really don't believe that that was anything of a supernatural being, have you ever had a flashlight around walls? I mean, it'll bounce off a wall and give you the weirdest shadow ever. So, I mean, they got flashlights, they got cops all over the place. So that's why I give that no credibility. I don't think the house had electricity. It was turned off by this point.
What's that? That might be an alarm, I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
So why didn't they turn the lights on? Fear of getting caught? I mean, fear of somebody jumping at them?
Who's coming out? Yeah.
Okay. We checked out the kitchen cabinets and stuff.
Check the top, see there's a but
It does look like maybe some lights were on. Yeah, but meanwhile, they're upstairs. It was kind of messy. Like, that's another thing. Why would a ghost say, woohoo, Amanda? It just, I don't know, just too many things just don't make sense to me.
Coming out to you, Kate.
look for any like vents like those that are big enough that maybe they open.
Okay, so some lights are on. Like, we see these lights are on.
Let's go clear upstairs. Frederick Police Department, anybody upstairs? Frederick Police Department, anybody upstairs? Make yourself known. You guys want to cover me? I'll grab the gate. Okay.
I'll hold down here.
Sir, coming out. Copy. Come to your line, come after. Go. Okay.
Okay. That would be the biggest demon ever. But you can see legs walking up. That's one of the cops in a shadow. It's so obvious. It actually looks like one cop coming up, one cop going down. I made chicken cordon bleu, but I overcooked the chicken. How the hell can you tell about an outfit? That's so stupid. Like right there, you can see exactly what it is. So that's why I'm like, what is he talking about? Like right there, you can see it. That's not a ghost. Yes, Lynn.
No.
Like, to be honest with you, the fact that he tried to put that off as a ghost when a minute and a half later you see what it is kind of tells me that a lot of stuff in the video was bullshit.
Brother, police department, anyone in there? Brother, police department, make yourself known. Copy. 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 laundry room and access panel up there. So we don't want to breathe out. Stop. And then you can see what's been held up. But we'll leave the rest shut. It's just a minute. Okay. Go ahead and make this place like one for January. It's better. Perez, I'm coming down.
Copy.
I'm going to the backyard going. I will be back to you.
Tap. Wrong lights.
All right, guys. Did we get the garage lights off? Did we get the garage lights off? Yeah. Okay. Good view. Okay. Got everybody? Let's do our well. Okay. Let's go. I'll be the last one out. I'm gonna kill lights. It's gonna get dark.
So now that you guys watched it, here's my question. I have about 15 minutes. Here is my question. Do you believe that they were trying to make the viewer believe that Chris Watts was possessed and that there was actual ghosts in the house prior to him killing them? Or part B, do you think that it was the ghosts that happened after they were dead, after they were killed? Or 3, do you not believe in ghosts at all? That's my question. I know Jean-Benet Ramsey, it would be like 30 or something, 29, something like that. I would say most visual ghost videos are doctored. I'll agree with that. And I remember when this whole thing blew up. Oh, the house is haunted. But I just got the feeling that he was trying to portray it as that the house was haunted prior. Okay, they said they don't believe. No, but I'm not saying what you think happened. I'm saying, what do you think he was trying to portray? Because my whole thing is this, and I've said this from the beginning. I do not believe that Chris killed the girls in the house. I believe his story. And I always said that. Because if you're going to make up a story, that's one hell of a story to make up. I mean, that just put you in the worst possible light imaginable. So that's why I don't believe the girls were killed at the house. And that's why I don't believe that their ghost would be at the house. Because they weren't killed there. Too offended, I don't believe any choice. I do believe in sports. All the texts we saw from Shannan, it was weird things going on with the house being haunted. We would have seen them. That's a good point, too. He was trying to portray a video that got views. Oh, which reminds me, let me give you guys the channel. The name of the channel is Real Killers. Here is the video. All right. Oh, all he does is Chris Watts videos. Oh, he like talks to Chris Watts, leave a message, Chris Watts. What? Okay. I will say this. I had not looked at his channel previously. This is the first time I'm looking at his channel. But yeah, he gets big views on Chris Watts. $119, $114, $104, $101, $104. Taylor gets 1,000, but Chris Watts gets continually over 100,000. I'd be talking about Chris Watts all the time too. Suzanne Morphew couldn't even get 1,000 views. His videos before Chris Watts, not even 1,000. But he found his niche. Chris Watts, hundreds of thousands of views. I'm telling you, there's a fascination with Watts. That's evident from his numbers. TikTok, same thing. His Chris Watts videos gets the most views. Crazy, right? No, but there's a fascination with it. That don't make sense. He's only has 712,000 views, but his videos have hundreds of thousands. That don't make sense. That don't add up. I don't know. I'm thinking they might be. Yeah, this was this was definitely an odd case. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It was an intense case. Hold on, I mean, the guy does good videos. I'm like skimming through his video. He does pretty good videos. I know, Denise. That's what I always said. That what else is there to discuss? But it's fascinating. No, I overcooked it. I'm going to eat in a few minutes before Sage gets here. She's like, make sure that you have everything ready because I have schoolwork to do and we need to practice. I said, yes, we do. Has anyone heard anything new in regards to Turtle Boy and some type of new information? Suppose that Karen was mad at him. He did something. Information was found out. No, I don't actually. But I did find an interesting case that I put up in Patreon yesterday. But of course, my Patreons never even check the app. Let me find it. So in Missouri, a 1-year-old, I'm sorry, and a 1-month-old baby was put in an oven by the mom and burned to death. The mom said she thought it was a crib. Her bond was originally $200,000. Well, they decided to knock it down to $1,000. Yeah, guys, it's in Patreon. Actual Patreon app, not Discord, the actual Patreon app. Only Sweet Carolyn and Good One. And you guys never see it. Laura's complaining about others not seeing what she posts for them. Long-standing joke. Don't want Laura to see something in Discord? Tag her. Yeah. Since my Patreons never look at it, I am reading it. Yeah, she turned it on, but she thought it was a crib. So she allegedly, which she did, killed her 1-month-old daughter this month by putting her in the oven and had bond reduced during a court hearing on Tuesday. Mariah Thomas, 26, reportedly put the infant in the oven instead of her crib on February 9th. The baby was declared dead at Midtown home where Thomas and the infant lived with Thomas's parents. Reports indicated Thomas's daughter seemed to have thermal injuries all over her body. Her bodysuit also appeared to have melted into her dirty diaper. Additionally, a burned baby blanket was reportedly recovered from the living room. People close to Thomas claim she may have mental health or cognitive disabilities, which may have played a role in the baby's death. She was charged with, now check this out. Thomas was charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child. How about first-degree murder? Her bond was originally set at $200,000, but it was lowered to $100,000 after Tuesday's hearing. Her arraignment is scheduled for March 4th. What is wrong with these people? Why are you lowering bond, and why isn't she being charged with murder? This goes back to exactly what I said months ago, that babies are forgotten about. Nobody cares about babies. You want to kill a baby? It's not even first-degree murder. But I don't understand why they lowered her bond. Why? She murdered a child. But for some reason, the courts don't care if you murder a child. Exactly. Does anyone have a crib you set to $350? Personally, I think she damn well knew what she was doing. Can you imagine how that baby was screaming as it was dying? I mean, she didn't hear the screams? You gonna tell me you didn't hear the screams? Think about that. Of course you heard the fucking screams. Sick bitch. And that's another thing. If someone has or the smell of burning flesh, if someone has a mental or they're mentally incapacitated, maybe, just maybe, they shouldn't be having babies, and parents should be forced to not leave that baby home alone with the mom. I mean, that's insane to me. I'm telling you guys, I find stories like this all the time. But this one was like, whoa. If it makes it to Patreon, I'm like, wow, this one's big. I just couldn't believe it. Like, why? Just why? And I guess nobody was home at the time, but no, I'm sorry. You don't leave someone like her home alone with a child. That's in a way where I think parents should be charged. That kind of scenario, parents should be charged. But because it's a baby, nobody cares. Skylar Richardson is a perfect example of that. I don't believe she was. Exactly. That's why the parents should be charged. Parents should absolutely be charged. With case where mother isn't around and father killed baby, right away I see people post, where was the mother? But when a mother kills baby, no one says, where's the father? Because people probably just assume that the father wasn't around. Yeah, she was the mother. No, but it says that she lives with her parents. So that's why I'm saying, why aren't her parents being charged? If she had mental health issues and cognitive disabilities, I'm sorry, but the parents shouldn't have left her alone with an infant child. She was 26 and the baby was 1 month old. Yeah, she wasn't like a child or anything. She was older. It's crazy. People are nuts. "22 years, and I thought I saw everything. This is absurd and wouldn't be done even if pi is at multiple steps. All hail to the no." That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was afraid when, what's her name, got charged? The parents of Crumley. Because where does it stop? Shouldn't this mother be charged? If you know that she's got mental health issues and cognitive disabilities, look, I don't have any mental illness. And I know when I had twins screaming, I wanted to pull my fucking hair out. So I can't imagine someone with mental illness dealing with screaming babies. Or, like, as they're saying, severe mental illness, dealing with a screaming child. You know? I don't know. It's just crazy to me. But on that note, I have to go. I got to get ready. I got to eat some before Sage gets here. And then tomorrow it is. We have to pick up the dry ice in the morning. And now I had a fight with my oncology office today because they weren't doing, I don't know, they're just stupid. So, but we have to be there a lot earlier. Originally it was 1:15. Now it's like 11, 10. We have to be there an hour first because of the cold capping. But I had a big fight with them. So once I get tomorrow over with, I'll be okay. I just got to get tomorrow over with. Then I read about all these things that nobody told me about that could happen from chemo, like permanent eye damage. And there's like 10,000 lawsuits against taxetine and cyclo, whatever. Right now, there's literally 10,000 lawsuits out there. They do suck, Johnny. And then I, second guessed, why am I getting chemo? Should I back out? Once tomorrow happens, there's no backing out. No. It's not the ice capping, but it was an issue because they were saying that I have to be there in the that I can't be there in the afternoon in case something goes wrong. So if something goes wrong, they need me there earlier. I said, well, my daughter has class, and doctor told me that I shouldn't drive my own car tomorrow. So they're like, oh, it's perfectly okay for you to drive your car. I said, all right, let me get this straight. Make this make sense, lady. So what you're telling me is, that if you need me there early, just in case something happens. But if something happens, I'm not going to be able to drive, am I? So the reason why she wanted me not to drive is because in case something happens. So you're just so worried about getting profits from my chemo that you don't care if I bring my car or not, as long as I'm there to suit your time frame. Because it doesn't really matter if I go there at 1 or I go there at 10. The only difference is you don't want to be there late. Doctor don't want to be there late because it's the same 3 hours. I'm telling you, I was freaking the fuck out. I'm just like a little stressed. And don't fucking change because you want to get out of there. So, and then tell me, well, if something goes wrong. Well, if something goes wrong, I can't get my fucking car, can I? Oh, I was so mad. And I told her, I said, well, we have to be there an hour anyway because of the cold capping. You know what, Sammy? My gut tells me do not do this. That's what my gut tells me. My gut is like, do not, you're making a mistake. Don't do this. That's what my gut's telling me. So we're not going to listen to my gut. Because sometimes my gut is wrong. Nah, taxi there would be like $100. And I got to get the ice and stuff. No, Sage is fine. She took off. I'm not reading the internet. Don't confuse gut talking and nerves. I know. Dude, if I'm permanently damaged, oh my God. Gut can be, it is fear. I know, right? Don't listen to gut. I don't know. I think part of it is nerves. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Because there's a lot of shit that can happen. Did you lose my card?
Yep.
How much did you spend?
So it's $15.
Get a credit card. It's going to be a $450 bill.
Really? How do I pay back?
How was it?
Huh?
How was it?
It was fun.
Good.
We had a lot of talk about football. Me and Andrew, and then his girlfriend, and a couple other people were just talking about college football the whole time.
So you didn't find a nice Christian girl?
No, I don't want a Christian girl. I don't want a girlfriend, Mom.
All right.
I've been told you this. Ben. You said why?
Well?
You said why?
No, I said okay. No one comes to cancer unscathed, not even me. I'm glad I'm still here enjoying time with my grandkids. I know, sweetie pie. Don't mean to sound harsh, but you have to do something. I can't imagine, but you're strong. I could just do radiation. I mean, it's too late now. We already got the cold capping and all the stuff, and that's what I kept saying to myself. Too late to back out now. This is it. Then I had a breakdown. I cried. I was like, why the fuck did this happen? So, normal emotions. Thanks, criminal. Just normal shit. But It is what it is. They say 22% of people with this drug combination become anorexic. Okay. I could become anorexic again. Cry. If anyone has the right to cry, thank you, Sammy. I did. I had a total breakdown. I just sat down. I was holding Winston, just crying. He just kept licking me. I said, why, Winston, why? Right, Winston? You my little service dog? You my little service dog? All right, let me get out of here, though, because if Sage comes here and I don't have anything ready, she's going to yell at me. I told you to have everything fucking ready. So, all right, I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. I will let you know how it went. And if I can get the approval for Sage to record it, I'm sure we're going to have fun trying to do this cold cap. So, all right, I will see you beautiful people later. Have a wonderful night. Peace.